Building a supercar used to be so much easier. All you needed was a big engine, a sporty suspension, and striking looks. But in the last 5 years or so, the game has completely changed, and technology is now the forefront of the modern day supercar. And the upcoming Lamborghini Huracan EVO is no exception to this. The Huracan has already been massively successful and is actually Lamborghini's all-time best-selling model, but the EVO will really help revitalize the platform from a technology standpoint and keep the Huracan relevant until its replacement arrives in 2020. Lamborghini realizes that tech, meaning the infotainment, phone connectivity, not just the driving performance tech, is really important to its customers. This is especially true because Lamborghini's customer base is actually younger than any other supercar brand, meaning that the tech coming to the EVO should be especially well received. From a performance standpoint, the EVO actually shares a lot with the recent hardcore version of the Huracan, the Preformante. The engine matches the Preformante in horsepower at 640, up from 610. And that's also coming from the naturally aspirated 5.2 liter V10 with the screaming 8,000 RPM redline. New to the Huracan lineup is four-wheel steering, which should really help make the car feel a lot more nimble and even smaller when you take it around bends. And as for numbers, the EVO should be good to reach 60 miles per hour in just 2.9 seconds with a top speed of 202 miles per hour. The EVO is also getting a facelift. This will help denote it from the other trims, but these changes are also functional. Up front there are larger air intakes with an even more aggressive nose design, and the rear sees the most evident changes. The quad exhaust is now being replaced by a dual high-mounted exhaust, which is very similar to the Preformante again. This higher exhaust will allow for a much more aggressive rear diffuser to be fitted, as well as the updated body is complemented with 20-inch wheels on all four corners. Less evident is all the work Lamborghini did to redesigning the underside of the EVO, which will really help improve aerodynamics. When all these changes are added up, downforce improved by over 7% and engine cooling by over 16% over the original Huracan. But now let's really dive into the new tech, and especially the tech that the driver will interact directly with. First off is the new brain of the car. It's called LDVI. This system is innovative in the marketplace because it's not just a reactive system, but it's predictive. Similar to some other systems, it takes in data from an absurd number of sensors and controls around the vehicle. Some of the most notable would be the throttle or brake position, steering angle, temperature, the all-wheel steering, stability control, traction control, torque vectoring, active suspension sensors, as well as the all-wheel drive system to compile a real-time understanding of what the driver is doing and encountering on the road. But what really sets the system apart from others on the market is that it not just adjusts the car in real time to what is happening, but also uses this information to predict what is going to be happening to the car in the near future and prepare the car for those events. For example, if the EVO is in Corsa mode and being driven aggressively, the system will assume that you're on a track. So when you're moving quickly from the gas to the brake pedal, the car starts preparing it to take a sharp corner, so then once you're in the corner, it can prepare the car to exit quickly. Lamborghini says that this predictive technology will benefit the driver on and off the track as well, so this should also have benefits in your regular everyday driving. Looking inside the car, this is where the tech really starts to reveal itself. The cockpit of the EVO feels completely different than any of the other Huracans. The center stack that was previously filled with switches and buttons has been completely replaced by an 8.4-inch touchscreen. This is the command center of all the infotainment needs, including Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, as well as an integrated online navigation system. All of your climate and seat controls will also appear on this screen. Having the screen really helps simplify the interior, and it removes some of the clutter away from the instrument cluster as well as on the door panels. Also available through this touchscreen would be the real-time telemetrics of the vehicle, which will give you all that information from these sensors such as your pedal position, steering angle, G's, and lap times, right here on the screen in real time. But then what's really cool is this information can also be paired with the video that can be recorded from the two built-in cameras on the car. There's one above the windshield and then one also behind the driver. Then all this information can be reviewed by the driver, say after a track event, so they can see how they performed on the track, see the overall line they took, and all the telemetrics paired with the live video. So what are your thoughts on the EVO? For me, the two most striking things are that from a performance standpoint, it really kind of matches the Preformante, specifically in horsepower numbers, which I think it's an interesting move and will certainly hurt the value of the Preformante for people who have bought those. And then the second thing would be the radical redesign of the interior. Obviously, this is a huge step forward in terms of tech and really modernizes this car. And I think it'll really help make sure that the Huracan goes out on a high note in its last couple of years here in the market. But let me know what you think down below. And as always, guys, thank you for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe and hit that like button if you enjoyed it, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.